Okay, these questions are quite tricky, so you might want to do this question more than once to go through, please. Right, so let's start off with understanding what does f of x equals x squared minus 2x mean. So it's a function, and it means that if we stick an x into this machine, it squares the input and then takes away 2 of the input. And g of x means that if you stick something, it's going to add 3 to it. That's what that machine does. Okay. So when we're told there's a machine h of x which combines these two machines, it's important we get the right order. Now it looks like you're going to do f first then g, but actually it's not. It's the other way around. You take the x to the nearest machine. So x is going to go into the g machine and then it's going to go into the f machine. So let's start, let's imagine the journey for h of x. Okay, so we're going to stick an x into the h machine, and the first thing is it's going to g it. Okay, so if we g an x, what happens? You put an x into g and what pops out? X plus 3. That's what's going to happen when you put an x into a g machine. It adds 3 to it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to stick x plus 3 into the f machine. And what does the f machine do? It squares the input, which is x plus 3 all squared, and then it takes away 2 lots of the input. Well, the input's x plus 3. So we've got an expression which we need to tidy up. So please go ahead and tidy that up. I should do the same. So it's just a question of doing a bit of FOIL, squaring the brackets out, and then taking away the remainder. And I'm left with h of x equals x squared plus 4x plus 3. Okay. Now, that's only halfway because they've asked us to find the inverse of h. The h is minus 1 of x, so that's the inverse function. So to do that, we need to invert it. And that's where your x's become your y's and your y's become your x's. Now you're saying, well, there aren't any y's, but h of x equals y. The output goes on the y-axis. So I'm going to write this now as y is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 3, and I'm going to invert it now. So y's become x's, and x's become y's. Okay. Now if I take x from both sides, I can have this equal to 0. So that y squared plus 4y plus 3 minus x, and I have a quadratic expression. I've got an a, I've got a b, which is 4, and I've got a c, which is 3 minus x, so that's enough to use the quadratic formula. So what is y going to be equal to? Y is going to be equal to minus b, which is minus 4, plus or minus the square root of b squared, well b squared is 16, minus 4 times by a, which is 1, times by c, which is 3 minus x, divided by 2a, which is going to be 2. Now my job now is to tidy this up, and I've got the answer. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this look a bit more attractive. So y is equal to minus 4 plus or minus the square root of, now 16, now minus 4 times 3 is minus 12, and minus 4 times by minus x is plus 4x, all over 2. I can do the subtraction underneath the root there. So minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 plus 4x. Well, that's already looking a little bit better. And of course, they both got a 4, so I could factorise out a 4 from underneath that square root, can't I? So let's do that. So y is equal to minus 4 plus or minus the square root of root 4 times by root 1 plus x. That's that factorised. And of course the square root of 4 is just 2, isn't it? So it looks like we should be able to get rid of this fraction by dividing 3 by 2. So if minus 4 divided by 2 is minus 2, and oh, I've made a mistake there, wait a sec, root 4 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1, so that should be a 1 there, there we go, 1 plus x, all over, and that's it, no more division. And in fact, that's the answer. We don't want to do the take away, because remember it says your answer has to be bigger than minus 2, your input has to be bigger than minus 2, so we can't have the minus 2 take away answer. So in actual fact, the answer is just minus 2 plus root 1 plus x, and that's my answer. Okay, so that's a well-earned 5 marks. If I were you, I would read that. I would probably do the question again, because they are hard questions, and you need to practice them quite often. Okay, and let's just check we've got the right answers. And we have. Okay.